Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the one, the only, the Azothan. Welcome back to part 2 of our Azeroth Wars game. Last we left off, the Undead were crushing the crap out of the Elves. It wasn't even a question as to whether or not it was going to happen. It's just over. And he left. Alright, so far, Kel'Thuzad, Sentinels, and Lordaeron have left the game, leaving Scourge winning Northern Lordaeron. They're going to have to try to defend it against the South Alliance now, who's already managed to get themselves a bastion in the form of Gilneas. Over in Kalimdor, the Horde won pretty handily, and the Undead are smart enough to go ahead and bunker up this entrance, realizing that if the Horde were to attack, Frozen Throne could have been vulnerable. Not anymore, though. And the Legion has been summoned, meaning that, bad things are Archimon's here. Bad things happen when Archimon gets on the field. He just has so much damn AoE. And with the Doomguard hit squad, it's hard to aim him because there's a lot of stomps. And basically, you try to aim him, you get stomped down and then AoE to death by all the things you've been ignoring trying to kill Archimon. It's a thing. Alright. Still in the game, we have Carbo controlling the druids. It was like, he's controlling his allies' units, right? And he's just running around taking control points back from the Horde and being annoying. Which, I'll give him credit for this. Awesome, man. The fact that you're willing to stay in the game and try to do your best to annoy your opponents is great. It's what keeps games from becoming kind of steamrolls. Holy shit waffles. That was a thing I didn't know happened. Hold on. Bear God actually still has a fucking thing to do. What? Okay, so apparently after he fails... Oh, after he fails as the Fel Horde, he gets to become Cthulhu. That's amazing. It's weird, and I didn't realize exactly how many units the game was going to give him, because it's a chunk of them. I mean, he's got so many units here. But he becomes Cthulhu. What? That's awesome! He's got 4 heroes, first of all. Cthulhu at level 10, with the Staff of Teleportation. He's got General Rajax, the Prophet Scarum, and Moam, who I have no idea what any of them do, but it's so cool to see them. Moam appears to be a flying unit, which is pretty rare, and he's holding his own. Really holding his own. 3-3 upgrades versus opponent's 6-3 upgrades. Faceless ones seem to be really powerful. Are they have some kind of buff? Because I wouldn't have said he had a chance against these two people allied, but somehow he is doing it. He's pushing them back. I mean, what? Silithid Colossus on the front lines. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Even for an elite unit to do, that's a lot of damage. I don't know what any of his units do, but it's fucking awesome. Silithid Tunnelers with siege damage. I'm hoping that he has like unlimited Silithid Tunnelers. It seems to. He's got like 12 of them here. They do siege damage, very slow attack speed, but if they do AoE damage, that's insane. No wonder he's kicking ass. Faceless Shadow Weavers seem to be able to summon tentacles. The Parasite-like spell. I mean, my God. That's so cool. Oh, and poison damage on the Silithid Colossus. I'd back up that Silithid Colossus just not to lose it, but I feels like he's on a winning high, you know what I mean? He's on a roll. He's like, I just got to keep moving. Immortal Guardian. Whoa, again, huge amounts of damage. Seems to have cleave, but also is pretty vulnerable. I love this half Naga, half faceless model he's got here, though. Do you guys see that? That's a sick model. It slithers. This is a cool idea for a race. I'm fucking digging it. Again, I don't know if he's going to be able to do much from here, but holy crap, this is pretty cool. Rexxar gets in the middle of the army and gets his ass whipped, losing all of the good items. Was that intentional becomes the question. Red now trying to run in here and kill off General Rajax, who has a number of the best items in the game now. Whoa. God, his health regen is so fast. I know it's got to be partly due to that accelerated vitality, which is apparently just a rejuvenation that his units can gain. Wow. And the Immortal Guardians get to activate an Avatar-like ability. Careful, General Rajax. Careful, you're blocking yourself in with your own Immortal Guardian, you dingleberry. You're gonna lose all the good items you just won. You could just move your own fucking unit out of the way. Come on. There you go. You big dum-dum. I knew you had it in you. It seems like they gave every melee weapon in the game, the items anyway, health steal. I don't get it, but you know, fine on them. And I'm just amazed that a single race is able to hold off 2 players who were steamrolling over everything that got in their way before this. It's awesome because it kind of means that the Kalimdor fight always had an issue where whoever won there kind of decided where the game was going to go after that. And I feel like I'm probably missing out on some big fights over here. Like the dwarves. Nope, they still haven't fought with the undead yet. That's shocking to me because Przanti should be finishing off that fight. Instead, he's able to go all the way up north, take the well, and do what he wants. In the meantime, I expected Dreadwar to have crossed this bridge or done something already, but no, they're just delaying for so long. It's very confusing. Oh well. I'm just going to have to accept that that's a thing, and the Kalimdor fight is cooler. But like I was saying, the Kalimdor fight, if Night Elves won, they got to decide how the rest of the game played out. If the Horde won, they got to decide how the rest of the game played out. And having the Cthulhu Old Gods faction kind of like come in here and distract whoever wins that's awesome. Now, I guess it's not a guarantee since theoretically Fel Horde could win their battle. Hope he runs out of gold. Yeah, I don't know how that works. He's got 65 gold. He's doing a decent job conserving his units. However, he makes a point. The Horde has the advantage. With 32 control points to Cthulhu's 3, they are at a 1 to 10, almost 1 to 11 advantage when it comes to income. Now, of course, each one is different, and it looks like Cthulhu here is going to start sending units around to take back control points across the rest of Kalimdor while leaving a significant portion of his forces here at Cenarion Hold to try to go ahead and delay the inevitable. But he's got to be real careful. Real careful. Back it up, buddy. Choke point does not favor you anymore. Horde's going to win. Yep, it's time to retreat. And damn, Karen Bloodhoof blocking off the retreat there a little bit. Moam dies, gets targeted down by the Ogre Lords. And the Tauren. Yep. This is about to get ugly. I don't know how strong these... What are these Pillars of Cthulhu? That's my question. They appear to be just farms. That can't be it, though. And he closes the door. Gates of Anchorage only have 2,500 health. I would have expected more, honestly. Oh, it seems like the Pillars of Cthulhu do have some kind of defensive attack. It's just not listed. You can see they're shooting stuff into the sky. Hoping it does AoE damage. It's really the only chance they have. Careful there, General Rajax. Almost gets aimed down again. Horde really wants his items back. And now he's on the retreat fully. Talon focusing with his Tauren, having them chase him down. Alright, now they're deep in the base. Pillars... Oh, Cthulhu teleports to the base. Okay, I mean, that's fair. I don't know if it's the smartest choice. He now has 5,000 health. Whoa, look at that attack speed. No, I was wondering why it was so low attack, but it's because the attack speed is through the roof. They're going to aim down Cthulhu super quickly here, identifying him as the major threat. Yeah, you should leave, buddy. Cthulhu getting aimed down immediately. God, he's dying so much more quickly than I expected. Tries his staff teleportation out, doesn't manage it, and that's it for his team. I think that means that Bear is officially out of the game. Yep, he's out of the game. He loses control of his units once he loses Cthulhu. Big on, says Walker. Yes. T-Mart, what's up, buddy? Are you doing CHS tonight? Nope, we're just doing a shoutcast, and then we're going to call it a night. Tomorrow's my Friday. I think it's best if I just go ahead and get some recording done for tonight and make sure that the channel has consistent stuff, and then we're just going to... I know it's frustrating. There should be more streaming on the weekend, but we'll see. I mean, I already have a concert plans for Saturday, so that's out. Sunday is Mother's Day, so probably not as much as I'd like. Yeah, it's going to be like weekday after work streams. And I'm sorry about that, but really this job does have to be my focus for a while. It has the potential to really turn my life around. And as much as I really want to... Well, everything here has fucking attacks. Jesus, Spirit Halls, everything in Azothan, or Azothan... Why can't I remember the place's name? Encourage? Yeah, everything in Encourage attacks you. Anyway, so yeah, I just have to be a good boy, make sure I focus on what's important. And the Undead seem to briefly push across the Thandol span and then get rebuffed by the Dwarves. Now, if I was Dwarves, I wouldn't have teleported down south. I would have gone through the gates up north, flanked the Undead forces, and had Dark Green and myself hitting him at the same time. But that's, I guess, his call. I know that the Legion's still here, and we don't know where he is. Oh, he's showing up with his ally now, and this is not going to favor the Alliance, because this... Unless they can really make this choke point work for them. But it's so fucking doubtful is the issue. Good use of the Zeppelins and mortar teams might make this work. Steam tanks finally on the field. Alright, those two. Should make those work for him. But once Archimon starts getting to AoE your units and the Infernals hit the front line with Infernal Juggernauts dropping more Infernals on your line, it just becomes sort of a hopeless situation. And they are 3-3 upgraded. Doesn't have much money otherwise. Careful there, Expedition Leader. Don't die for no reason, or die for no reason at all. Perfect. Die for absolutely no reason. That's brilliant. I don't know how Expedition Leaders are related to Thanes, but they seem like they're equally cool. If the Undead was smart, they'd push across right now before any kind of defenses get built. Instead, he builds a Tomb of Relics and gets himself an item. But what item? Kel'Thuzad now has the Lordaeron Crown, and with them having taken over the Well of Eternity, they were able to corrupt it and turn Kel'Thuzad into Lich Kel'Thuzad, who is much scarier. And at level 10 with Death and Decay, yeah, that's another ultimate that you don't really notice in bigger fights, but it takes its toll slowly but surely. Oh yeah, Archimon, doing the thing that I always yell at all of them to do. Get boots and a ring on your Archimon, goddammit. Get him some boots and get him a ring of protection, and don't be stupid. Oh, Yellow does not have all of his forces where I thought he had all of his forces. He actually... No, he teleported again, didn't he? Damn. I was going to say I thought he had two armies here, but it looks like Dark Green's going to try to hold against the Undead, while the Legion is pushing against the Dwarves. Now, Dwarves can win this fight, and if they're smart enough to run out there and focus down Archimon, they can easily win this fight. Nice job using the Griffin Riders to focus down the Infernal Juggernauts. It only takes a couple of volleys for them to go. Really, honestly, yeah, Yellow, there you go. Get out there, man. Win this fight. This bro thinks he can beat you with just some elite units, Infernals, and Siege. Take out his Archimon. Make him pay for that cockiness. Meanwhile, the Horde is still taking over the rest of Kalimdor because they've had a busy day. Let's be honest. And Dark Green is taking a whooping versus the Undead. It's just there's too much AoE damage for the Undead. You combine the Destroyers with the Frostworms, with the Catapults, and the heroes able to do the Death Coils. There's no way Dark Green was going to be able to hold this without his ally. Smart enough to back up before he loses everything, but he runs Varian Wrynn in there and might risk losing the crown if he's not careful. Frostworms, once they slow you down, it's hard to escape the Death Knights. He does manage to escape, though. Explorers are good, but not if they don't use their healing totems. Nice support from Yellow, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, somebody threw a Drunken Haze on the Undead army, and they're missing a significant number of their attacks. Oh, but there goes the stun on Varian, and they're trying to hit him. Bolvar gives him that Holy Light. which thank God, otherwise he would have died to the death coil barrage afterwards. Ramstein's on the field, another demi hero for our undead player, alongside Sylvanas Windrunner and Lady Death Whisper. Alright. It's too much. It's too much AoE. And he can't just spam priests. He's spamming priests and enforcers, and those are just going to die slowly. Enforcer has heavy armor. It's no match against the Frostworms. He needs some normal armor. And he needs some spearmen is what he needs. Skirmishers, hell yeah. He needs to take out these Frostworms. They have light armor. Piercing damage will do the trick. But for now, it's just a slow, inexorable push. Dreadwar, he's got the money, but he doesn't have the win. Yellow, how goes your fight against the Legion? He's actually whooping all of the ass against the Legion. Meanwhile, dwarves are kicking butt in the north. He takes a soft dicking there from Archimonde. He could take Archimonde if he was willing to run in and really get him. He could run Archimonde down. The guy's got slow movement speed. He's just being so hesitant about it. He really needs to run in and use his heroes and his Thanes to his advantage. But he's not. See, Griffin Rider's trying to focus him down, but they can't target Archimonde because he's magic immune. Oh, damn, there goes... Yeah, there goes Bolvar 4 Dragon, but King Varian manages to escape. The Undead are now going to be pushing into Ironforge, and that means the Dwarves are going to have to retreat from their winning fight just to defend himself. Poppin' Your Dog says, until he yells about boots and rings. Yep. Come on, I need you to get boots and rings, laddie. Yeah. Bork, you just go ahead and rest. Because the Dwarves are winning. Actually, dwarves are winning convincingly now. He seems to have chosen for his upgrade path to go for the Dark Iron instead of going for the Airy Peak. So he now has Dark Iron dwarves instead of... Oh, I can't remember their name. Wildhammer. There we go. And Ocular.
How's it going, Azo and chat?
Dude, 12 months. Officially at 1 year, you got your Super Saiyan Azo, Ocular. I have been missing you. Good to see you, buddy. What have you been up to? Sorry we haven't been streaming, but we should be coming back to it with just at least a few streams a week from now on. A few shoutcasts, enough to keep the channel running, and enough to keep our streaming muscles sort of, you know, stretched out, loosened up. You know how I like being stretched out and loosened up. Ha, daddy. Anyway, Lordaeron... sorry, dwarves are about to suffer a huge dicking right now. This is really bad. God, the undead are the scariest part of this army. 6-5 upgrades now. And he's spamming dwarven warriors, which are just going to get murdered. But doesn't back them up. See, that's the frustrating part. If you know they're going to die, retreat. Pull them back. Stop building your barracks. Save some money. Do you fucking care about your life? Get it together, man. Talon, where you at? Alright, he's... gonna teleport somewhere. I just don't know if they're gonna attack South Alliance or North Alliance. We're gonna find out in a minute. Warsong and Frostwolf, both ready to teleport. Their armies are nearly maxed out, 6-5 upgrades. They're both saying that they're ready. But ready for what? And ready for where? I can't actually locate a place that they've landed. Talon might have? Oh, shit. Oh, he's gonna land in the Alliance territory. This is either great or awful. Dark Green's forces have discovered the transport ship, though. And now... these peons are gonna die horribly. Is he gonna be able to teleport in time? If Dark Green's forces are smart, they'd take out the barracks, but nope. Instead, they take out the transport ship. And here comes the army. Boom. This is horrible. Dark Green needs to retreat his forces, get into Ironforge, and just realize there's no chance of holding anything. Oh, but Dark Green was trying to flank and help out his ally. Look at that. Some of Dark Green's heroes managed to get close to Stromgarde, and that prompted all of these units to spawn, nearly killing Archimonde through creeps alone. Alright, that's kind of funnier than I expected it to be. Archimonde's not really in danger anymore, and they got a lot of creep gold for killing those off. But the Horde's about to clash with the Undead for the first time. That's what I'm excited about. I want to see how these two maxed out armies handle each other. I want to say that the Horde has the advantage if they're together. They have so much straight up damage and a large number of very useful range units that should be able to take out the Frostworms pretty easily. They also have the possibility of building Raiders, which could net the air units and really make it difficult for Purple to maintain his air superiority. In the meantime, it looks like Yellow's decided to head up. Oh, he was trying to start a fight with the Undead. Didn't work out very well. King Magni Bronzebeard. Oh, does get aimed down. I was going to say almost, but nope. That stun from Anubarak seals the deal. Emperor Dagron gets away. Muradin probably going to die as well. Unless he can close the gate and save himself. Fuck, he died. He fucking died, laddie. That's frustrating to see. He should close Greymane's gate, save himself some trouble. We'll see if the Horde decides to head up north or decides to head into Ironforge first. If they head north, they could catch the Undead with their pants down. But knowing Talon, he's not going to be overly aggressive. That's not his style. And Dark Green has unfortunately decided to pick a goddamn fight with them without needing to. He's like, well, they're here, so I guess I'll fight. Stupid. Stupid. Let them decide who they want to fight before you can, like, commit yourself to a fight. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else, but let them choose. Don't force yourself into a battle with a much larger force. And damn it, King Varian Rin dies, giving Grom even cooler items. He's got the Crown of Stormwind now too. Grom is terrifying. Dark Green didn't even invest most of his units to that fight. He just let his hero die in a stupid. And now the Undead's probably going to wipe out the Dwarves here. Dwarves on a slow retreat. Yeah, this is kind of overish, at least for the South Alliance. They've made some very poor tactical choices here. Ocular says, I've had some college and getting a job for summer. Glad you are all doing well. I'm doing okay, man. Like I said, new jobs, kind of kicking ass. And channel's doing okay. Got 2 channels. Poppy Your Dog says, I love Azo's commentary. It really is just me mocking people, though, for their terrible decision-making skills. Look at this. He's still fucking in the fight. Just retreat. Get out of the fight, buddy. Don't keep fighting here. Bolvar 4 Dragon gets murdered. Loses Shyamalan. God, how is he capable of doing this? Dreadwar has the money to recreate his entire army and his heroes and still make it out of this. Picks up the items on his regular units and should retreat. Should just fucking retreat. This is a lost fight at this point. Also, the Horde is a little bit weird for not splitting up his forces, one of them going around north. Instead, they've both decided to funnel into this choke point, so they're not exactly making the best choices in the world either, but whatever, I can't get that mad. Drazil, 1500 hit point, elite unit on the front line, holding out against just like this whole swarm of human units. It kind of makes sense that there's just these 2 ogres mass pummeling all these tiny little humans. This fight is decided. The South Alliance is dead unless they retreat and really get smart about this, but no, I think Dreadwar is going to insist on fighting here, making a ton of Conjurers and using their max level ability to summon Reef Elementals, which is a nice ability, but they've kind of been nerfed. They're not the Water Elementals. The Mages, they're Reef Elementals. They're 330 hit points. Unless he's invested in that pathway, in that mastery, it's not going to be effective. It's just food. Dirt Green seems intent on pissing this guy off enough to make it not matter. He's just gonna keep pissing him off until he slowly drags him all the way to Stormwind is the plan. How the fuck does Yellow have Falstad Wildhammer? And Dagron Tharasin. I thought those were mutually exclusive. I think somebody did a little bit of shenaniganry. I think. Doesn't make sense to me. I have no idea what this excavation site is, but it's interesting that it has an attack, and I have no idea what that is. I'll be honest. That's another new Azeroth Wars thing that I need to go read up on. Ocular says, well, that's all it really is. It's just making fun of people. You're not wrong. Alright, and the Undead have claimed not Menethil. God damn it. Gilneas. There's so many names that I just can't get through. I've been stuffing my brain full of banking terms all day. And like, I want to talk to you about RFID insurance. I want to talk to you about NMLS. I want to talk to you about all these weird little acronyms that don't mean anything to anyone but me right now. And here comes the Horde, steaming through Dwarven lands and ready to deliver a hot can of ass whooping on demand. Horde, they're doing what you're doing. They're kicking the South Alliance's ass right now is what they're doing. Alright, Dark Green's trying to make a comeback here, trying to flank a little bit. He's got Varian Rin back up and alive. Interesting. Aw, thank you, Poppin' for the 300 bits. You are awesome, man. Says, I've been busy, so I don't know. What job did I get? Oh, well, it's with banking. I now work for a bank, being a banky person who does bank stuff for a bank. And it's awesome, and it's very rewarding, monetarily. More rewarding than really any job I've ever had before. And right now it's all training, and for the next 8 weeks I'm going to be getting licensed so that I can handle big sums of money, and yeah, that's what I'm doing, Poppin'. I get to be a big, important money person who handles money. Darius Crowley, now alive for Stormwind, still has 29 control points versus the Scourge's 28. The South Alliance has the money to survive whatever's coming. But do they have the heroes and the coordination to work together to actually make it happen? And 500 bits now from Ocular, stealing the #1 spot. That's okay. It's not about #1. It's about the love you're showing. And a terrible tactical decision here by Dark Green, running straight into the teeth of this Horde army. Although maybe not as terrible as I thought. He's got enough AoE damage and cleave to go ahead and wipe out whole groups of troll spear throwers like it's nothing. And there's Grom trying to use his whirlwind, trying to win that fight, but no, the Conjurers for our Dark Green player, casting that Firefall spell and just wiping out swaths of the Horde. Where did Talon and Dravir's coordination go? Ah, I see what happened. Talon decided I'm a high enough level to go ahead and focus on getting the Eye of Sargeras, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to leave my ally to die. That works too. It's an interesting call. Grom Hellscream with all the cool items in the game, hiding in a corner now from the Alliance. And streaming from up north soon should be the Undead. Ah, and the Undead smart enough not to keep throwing units across this bridge while there was a bunch of Juggernauts there, instead using Gargoyles to whoop that ass. Good call, buddy. Let's see where Presenti's gotten to. Somebody's teleport. Oh, they went to Kalimdor because screw the Horde. They're not willing to get flanked. They want to take it. Ah! They want to get Arkham onto the tree is what they want. They want to get Arkham onto the tree and get him leveled up. Okay. I can respect that decision. Ocular's like, whatever. I know #1. It does. It does matter that you're #1, Ocular. You're awesome, and thank you so much, buddy. It really does mean a lot to me. Like, even, again, this isn't going to be the way I make my money anymore. It's not like last year, where, thank God it's not like last year. But that still, like, means so much to me that you find enough enjoyment in this that you're willing to contribute in any way. It means the world, man. So thank you, Ocular. Like, heart to you, buddy. Oh shit, Poppin' Your Dog says no. The way you describe it makes it sound like you're working for a mafia and can't get into it. Also, back off, Ocular. Holy crap, 400 bits from Poppin' Your Dog, making it 700 total. Again, boys, there's enough of me to go around to everyone. And oh shit waffles, Orgrimmar's now under assault. The towers have been destroyed already. Frostworm's locking them down with their Frost Breath, and here comes Talon at the very least, teleporting in. Dravir lost most of his army, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get Grom over there. Has no money, but is mass-producing grunts from Stonewall Keep, sending them up north to try to help his ally. There's a stream of them, but there's no more money. And I think Talon... Oh no, never mind. What? Purple retreated? I think he had the advantage. If he'd pushed his case, he would have destroyed the Frostwolf. They were all bunched up in one big spot, ready to be wrecked. Nice choice by Talon to go ahead and invest in Troll Bat Riders right now. He does realize the Destroyer Frost Worm combination is devastating to anything that can get its hands on. Oh, never mind. Purple just teleported again because the South Alliance is pushing up north and he doesn't want to sacrifice all of his units, and Legion's going to go with him. God damn it. I thought there was going to be some kind of resolution for the Horde fighting the Undead, but nope. Immediately, they changed their mind. Now, the Conjurers are going to be very useful here. Their mass AoE ability, super effective. However, that was a very good stun there from Anub'arak, taking and stopping all of that AoE damage. And there's the Destroyer Frostwolf combo again, just taking out all of the casters in the back line. The Alliance needs to retreat, because on ×1 speed, you can see how aggressively they're getting their faces murdered on the front line. Dark Iron War Golems are kind of the way to go, because it stops Frostworms from affecting them, it stops the AoE damage. And Magni Bronzebeard casting his ultimate on the front line, doing a shit ton of damage. Not killing anything, unfortunately, but he did do damage. And now the dwarves are all super dead again. Lost all of his heroes in that fight. Oh my god. And we're going to go ahead and pause it here, because I feel like this is another turning point. The Burning Legion and the Undead have kicked the crap out of the South Alliance once again, pushing them back past Stromgarde across the Thandol span. They're going to have to regroup. I don't know what the Horde intends to do. Talon is ready to teleport back in. He's ready to go at a moment's notice, but his ally Revere needs to get his heroes back up. He needs to get a scroll of teleport, and he needs to clean up some of these control points that got snagged. Damn it, Ocular can't be throwing out 500 bits like that. He says, stretch his fingers. You want to do this, Poppin', you dog? All right, it's because we love... He just laughs nervously and says, I don't have that much, but I may still fight you at Ocular. Don't fight, guys. You've already, like, donated more than enough for the day. Let's go ahead. It's 17 bucks, man. I haven't even been doing this for an hour. Like, you guys are going to pay me as much as my job pays me here pretty soon. You can't be doing $20 an hour. I used to be happy with $20 a day streaming. Don't. Alright, gotta stop this, pause this, and say we're gonna go into part 3 here soon. Thank you for joining us for part 2. Sorry it ended with me just going ahead and lavishly heaping praise upon these two guys, but if you'd like to watch us live, check out twitch.tv/Azothan. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for part 3 and the finale of this fight. I don't know which way it's gonna go, but I'm rooting for the Horde, thinking it goes to the Undead, though. See you next time, guys. Bye.